Hey guys, DeSantis here. A little new look. I got rid of the goatee, so it's me. Um, just wanted to come out with another video. Going to be doing these in the course of this month, talking about some federal policies, politics. One of the questions that we need to ask ourselves is, let me ask you, if I were to tell you that Mark Carney's been running Canada since 2020, would you actually believe me? Well, let me tell you something. He actually has. He's been doing it while sitting on over 20 corporate boards. And that's not leadership as far as I'm concerned. That's a huge conflict of interest. People think Trudeau's been steering the ship, which is absolutely false. Okay, totally false. Trudeau is just a face, and we all know he's just a face. Carney's the one calling the shots, and he always has, especially during the so-called COVID recovery. You know, the lockdowns and the forced vaccinations and all that crazy stuff that was going on in that course of COVID. He's been behind every major decision, wrecking this country's economy. And in 2023, he became the chair of Canada's 2020 advisory board. And by the way, that sounds harmless, right? Wrong again. That board crafts the very policy shaping Canada's future, and not for your benefit. Let's make it very clear. This is the benefit of his cronies. This guy isn't acting in the interest of Canadians. He's setting up something much bigger, okay? A globalist agenda is what it is. I call it a new world order, quite frankly. And guess what? Canada is front row center. I know it sounds crazy, but let me tell you something. That's exactly what's happening. If you've been asleep the last 5 years, this is your wake up call. I'm telling you, we're being played. You're being played. I'm being played. Everyone's been played. The same people crashing your economy, your healthcare, your housing market. They're all taking advice from a man who's been never elected and never been held accountable. Never. And has his hands in every pie from Wall Street to Davos. And we saw him several times in all those Davos little fly-in meetings. I believe Rebel News Ezra was following him and questioning him. So that's what's happening. Mark Carney doesn't represent Canada. Let's make it clear. He represents control, is what I call it. And remember something. He spent a lot of time overseas in Europe. He said he's proud to be European. He's European, apparently. That's what's going on. We need leadership who work for the people, not the corporate insiders pulling the strings behind the curtain. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I said it once and I'll say it again. People fight for their immigration into Canada for one of the most important things that you get with that, and that's a vote. You have the ability to go out and vote. And this is the reason why people are knocking on your doors. They're sending literature at your doors because they want you to vote. So do the right thing. Don't listen to the propaganda, the far left liberal propaganda that gets over $2 billion for you to get brainwashed. Unbelievable. Get out there and vote. I'm voting conservative for that change. And I hope you do too. I'm Danny DeSantis. Thank you.